Is there footing on yet?
It is recording now. Garden Bunny did not say anything crazy before it started. Unfortunately.
I think we should count that as a win.
It's
and
a
go
win.
ahead and end the night before things start going downhill.
Yep, let's go ahead and shut it down right now. Now, you guys have arrived at Prison Golden Moon. You were scanned by the ship coming in, and they were cool with you. You got in because Talmer did a great job of hiding your guys' signature as a Pact World ship, and the transponder did what it was supposed to do. The Gulta Prison Complex is a series of dull gray domes connected by narrow corridors that spread out like spider webs across the pale surface of this moon, lit by a distant star. The entire structure encircles a large series of docking bays with hatches that iris open. So they kind of like open up like an iris, you know, the doors. Or no, I'm sorry, the hatches that you're flying into. Auxiliary landing pads suitable only for the smallest of shuttles are connected to each wing of the prison. So the first part of this, what we're going to do here is going to be a little bit of theater of the mind, because you guys have flown the relic into the docking, or you're flying it towards the docking bay, when you get a transmission that comes across. It says, "Relic, we have you on our sensors." The Aeon guard says in Islam, "Report to docking bay 68, docking code 785, Ultra 1. How do you respond?
Affirmative. Report there immediately. That's it.
Okay. And is that what you do?
Yes, but as well, we don't report there immediately. We kind of like slowly take the long way around to our docking bay.
Okay. The docking bay is a spacious area, bright lighting, steel walls. It's currently empty except for your ship that's arriving. There's 5 empty crates that are ready to receive the cargo on the relic. If you remember, Talmer took all the cargo off of the original relic, and you guys have empty boxes basically.
Yeah. Well, we while we're parking, I think Susan, you weren't here for the discussion, but I think you and I should take the serums of Alter Self and keep the ones as backup to fix ourselves later. And escort the other 2 into the prison as prisoners. And so, like, while Geary hands off the detonator and some grenades to Diara. I don't know if she needs to do an engineering check to prime them or whatever, but
that's pretty simple.
He takes his drink, grows a little bit, and all of his skin turns pinkish. The hair on his head stays blue, and the irises of his eyes stay the same orange color as Skittermander's. But his forearms wither away, his extra forearms kind of wither away, and he grows a little taller. Now, we are here primarily to rescue Sedona. The weasel person, Tomrin, has requested that we secure some prisoner friends of hers as well. I recommend that we leave them behind, except for the Casey. What's your race?
Casey's not part of it.
Casey's not part of it. Okay.
Nope. You don't know about him.
Okay. Except for any other PCs that we find, we should shoot them.
I don't think that's wise.
Probably not.
We have a lot of help from her hinging on that we would bring these people back. We need to keep our word.
That's fair. I only suggested it as a trolling on Casey.
Shoot anybody else that's not the people we're looking for.
Yeah, and if anybody has anything to do, we should do it. Otherwise, I think we need to walk into the prison.
So you guys are taking on your potions? You and Diara?
Is Diara taking it or am I taking it? I'm confused.
I think Aurora.
Okay, that's my fault. You guys are both the same race. I get confused. You all look alike.
We do not. I only have a little bit of purple. She's all purple.
So Aurora and Geary have taken the potion to look like as Lancy Warrior.
Peak, you fool. That's distinctive.
Well, okay, that's fair. Not anymore. Now you have a regular Widow's Peak because that's what the Aslanteans.
Oh yeah,
have.
now.
So,
but
that's how you guys look now.
Weird.
So okay, It says each of the. So as you're flying in, you can also notice that each of the four corners of this bay have a security camera. So there's Aslanti in this nearby station, and they are aware of you guys approaching. You would assume. And let's see, you land, you come down, right? And outside of your ship, you can see on your monitors that there is an Aslanti guard standing there. He's got his gun on his back. He looks patient, waiting for you guys to open the door and come out. What do you do?
I think we line up with K2 and Diara, quote, shackled, with their hands loosely bound in front of us. We should open the door.
Yep.
I'm going to have my head kind of looking down.
So do like Geary in front, K2, Diara, and then me at the end.
Yeah.
So the door comes open, hits the ground. This guy walks up, and he seems kind of cheerful. He's like, "Welcome to Gulta Station. If you guys you should all speak Aslanti at this point. Welcome to Gulta Station. My name is Iovanis, and I am here to check you guys in. Come on down. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get the stuff off your ship. If that's all right with you. You know how protocol is."
Yes, that's fine. I believe the workers loaded it in the aft storage. I'm not sure. We haven't touched it since we left the last station.
Oh, that's no problem. We'll figure out where it is. That's no worries.
Of course. Listen, we have these two prisoners that we must check in. A couple of insurrectionists. This droid that may be of interest to the Empire, and his mechanic.
I haven't heard of any interest in any droids, but I'm not gonna turn you away. Because you guys had to step out of the way for him to see that these guys are bound, and he's like, if you're looking to take some insurrectionists inside, you're gonna need to go ahead through the gate over there.
Yes, of course. Do you listen? We're in a hurry to get out of here. Do you know when you'll be done with the ship?
Oh, we're gonna get on it right away. We're gonna find those supplies right away. We'll get them done pretty quick.
I would appreciate it, and if you would go ahead and have maintenance clean up the place too. It's been a mess. This this service in the outer reaches of the Empire has just been atrocious. Come, and he motions to the prisoners that we should walk away.
I'm gonna lightly tap Diara's shoulder like a come on, move, but lightly. I don't want to piss her off.
Yeah, and then you see Ivanus back there, and he puts his hand on his ear, and you overhear him. He's like, "Yeah, we got a ship that just arrived. We're gonna need this cargo offloaded. Can you guys get off your coffee breaks and maybe get out here? So he's doing that.
All right. Awesome.
You guys want to go through the door?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put you on the map for the door that you are going to walk through. Casey, we'll get to you. I promise.
One.
Do we need a check to go through the door, or does this one open for us?
So as you're walking towards the door, it opens for you.
Sweet.
Should strike you as unusual.
Sure, blackness.
It does open for you. Look on the bottom right.
Oh, now it's appearing.
You have just entered cell block J.
Oh, wait.
You see
This
yourself?
says C.
I see us. Yeah.
The C is a camera.
Oh.
So I went ahead and marked all the cameras on the map so that you guys can find them. You know where they are. I don't have to tell you where they are. This is the entry hallway. You enter a stark, empty corridor. An airlock stands opposite of you, right there, and there's an Aslanti soldier of some sort, a guard, standing in front of this airlock. Now you can see this whole big area right here, right?
Yes.
Okay. So this airlock, you saw. The reason I revealed this is because when you were flying in, you would have seen this area. This is a landing pad. It doesn't specify what this big silver thing with the red stuff is. It looks like some sort of monument, maybe, to the Aslanti. But this is a landing pad for non-cargo ships and that sort of thing would land here, like distinguished visitors and stuff, and they would come through this airlock. Now, what you can see if you look towards the middle of this map As you guys were flying in, and I wish I could reveal the whole building to you. I was saying it's kind of hard to reveal this map. There are 2 reactors out here, both guarded by cameras. And these are the ones I was telling Jeremy earlier that if they would control life support, lighting, gravity, that sort of thing inside of this facility.
Okay.
Now, this may or may not be the only airlock, but that is where you are currently.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Is this guy is this the guy that we just talked to, or is this a
No.
new door in front of us?
This is a woman. She's just standing there looking, just doing her job, just staring straight ahead.
All right.
You would assume she's there to guard the airlock.
I would like to distract her while we get that door open.
She's trying to open the airlock.
Well, I mean, we have to go through that door, right? Or are we going to the other end of the hallway?
I don't think we need to go through that doorway. We are supposed to go down to the left.
Well, I thought he just said that open area up there was the landing pad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I missed that part.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
so
talking
we're
about
going-
this area up here, right?
Yeah, I don't know how well you can see it, but there is a door off to the left. But yeah, that
Yeah.
big red thing in the middle there, that's a landing pad outside on the moon surface.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Well,
we
then
need to
do we
head
want to
that
go down the hallway or straight through the doorway in front of us?
Consider that you are checking in prisoners.
Okay.
We need to go the hallway towards the south.
Yeah. Okay.
Get with the program. Act natural.
So,
Can we move
let's-
along? I want a coffee break.
Can I help you all? Nope.
yeah. Look,
Okay,
it's
have
just-
a nice day.
It's been some time since I've been in the facilities. We have 2 different classes of prisoners here. We think we should keep them separated. One that's here for interrogation, and one that's simply here for processing.
Oh, processing is office B3. You're going to have to take them that way. My job here is simply to guard the door. Just head on down the hallway here. You'll find another door. Walk through there. Over to your left-hand side, you're going to see the processing office, and they will be able to take you where you need to be.
Yes, of course. Thank you.
All right, so you guys head over.
Again,
Yeah.
make sure they wax the ship too. He just walks up.
I do
You
not
tell
know what
everybody
you're talking
first.
about. Have a nice day. You head over to the left, right? Okay.
Mhm.
Casey, I'm going to jump over to you right now because this is about the time you need to come in. You are in this room here.
Okay.
You see yourself?
Yes.
This is a visiting room. This white room has harsh fluorescent lighting and is bisected by a transparent wall. The western half contains a pair of plastic chairs, and the eastern half holds a low metal bench. You have been taken into this facility and locked in this room because no one understands what the hell you're trying to say to them, and they are tired of dealing with you, so they shoved you in this visiting room and have locked the door. The door to your left does not have any sort of keypad or computer because this is a prisoner's kind of room, and they don't want you messing with that. There's a camera up on the left corner, and in front of you, there's one of those plexiglass, with the little holes in it, so that you can talk to somebody on the other side.
Gotcha.
You have none of your weapons and armor right now.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
So that's a camera in my corner.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast psychokinetic hand,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take the camera and whip it back and forth as fast as possible until it malfunctions.
Okay, yeah, you break the camera.
And then I'm going to see if anybody will come in since the camera's broken.
Nobody has come in. You give it a few moments. No one has come into the room.
And you said it has like little holes in it, like that I can talk to, so I can't like do anything through them, right?
No, but you'd imagine you could probably break this thing down. I noticed that your character isn't the most in strength, but there may be ways for you to break this down. Metagaming, obviously, it's going to have DR that you're going to have to bypass.
Gotcha. So I'm going to step back one area, and I am going to cast a spell.
What spell are you casting?
Energy Ray.
Energy Ray. What does that do?
So it allows me to pick whatever type of like cold, electric, or anything, and it does like 1d3, 1d4 points of damage.
Okay.
So it does 2 points, and then so that's 4 points. I can add 2 to it because of another ability.
So 4
So
points.
it does 4 points of damage to the plastic, and it is fire. So I'm trying to basically melt it.
Okay. It looks like it's working, but it's pretty thick plastic here.
Then I'm going to keep doing it. It's a cantrip.
You just got to keep blasting this thing with fire.
Yes.
All right. About 4 or 5 times after, this guy comes in from the door on the right, and he's like, "Hey, knock that shit off." You don't understand it because you don't speak Atlantic. He's in here yelling at you from the other side of this desk. He points at the camera and he's like, "We can see you. We're watching you. Knock it off, or we're gonna come in there." And he threatens you, like, pulls his gun out and he waves at that.
So has any holes gotten bigger or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's looking like it's getting there. After 4 or 5 times, you probably almost have this thing broken, but not quite there. It's gonna take a few more blasts before you really get it down.
Okay.
So this guy comes in, yells at you to knock it off, then he leaves.
And he leaves. Okay. Then I am going to. So it's a computer right there, right?
It's just a
This right
desk
here?
on the opposite side. There's no computers.
Okay.
Right? Not really.
So then I'm going to use my psychokinetic hand again and break the other camera.
Nice. All right, let me break it. So, okay, both of the cameras are now broken.
And then.
We can wait for this guy to come
And
back
you
in.
said this door does it have like a keypad or anything on it?
The door on the left
Like,
does not have any sort of a keypad. No, the door on the
So
right also it has a bit of like a small keypad on it.
Okay.
This would be
Would you
where
s-
visitors would come in, people who are not criminals who want to just talk.
Are we hearing
Um,
any of this ruckus from our side of the door?
Not yet. This is all happening about the same time you guys were dealing with the guy.
So
Okay.
so then I noticed that the energy ray is not working like I wanted to. So I'm going to do a full round action and cast magic missile, which
Okay.
this should work if I did it right. So you
What'd you
should see three magic missiles attack and then add 2 to each. It did it, yes. So that's 7, 4, and 6.
Okay. And boom, finally this thing breaks open.
Okay, so
You have a hole big enough to walk through if you wanted to.
I walk through. Do I see any gear, weapons, anything like that?
This room is empty. There's a
This room
desk
is
here.
empty.
That's it.
Okay, I want to rummage through the desk, see if there's anything I can find.
Okay, you find some paperwork. It doesn't have anything of any importance on it. You don't speak Aslanti. You can't read it anyway. There's a book in there.
I take it. I take the paperwork and I start eating it.
Okay.
And I go up to the other door and I'm going to try to. I'm going to put perception to see if I can. Well, it's probably a metal door, so I can't hear through it, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be a metal door. It's going to be
Okay.
a lot harder to get through than a piece of plexiglass. But there's a keypad to the side if you have any sort of
Yep.
engineering
So
check.
I am going to roll engineering and see if I can open it. That is a 27.
Yeah, you can open it.
Does the door opens?
Yep, the door opens, and we're going to jump back to the other group real
Okay.
quick before we move on from there. Okay, you guys, what are you doing?
I think we
Here.
should open this door.
Which one?
I'm this one.
That one, right?
Oh.
Let me get that revealed for you. You open that door, and here's what you see. So, there's a room here, and over to your left, there's an office, and over to the right, there's a door. Which way do you want to go?
I don't see. We don't see any cameras in here, do we?
There are no cameras in this room.
Gary takes out his laser microphone, and he's going to
Okay.
listen at this door.
Just so we're all like, you can't hear anything that's happening in the room above you, and while you guys are moving, in case he's moving. This is probably the point where he's rummaging through the desk. Through this, you don't really hear much, man. You can hear people in there, maybe shuffling about, but that's it.
Okay, but I can hear people like this straight up lets me hear through the room, so I'm like hear the whole room, like so.
Okay, yeah. So
Not
you
sure
guys,
how many people are in there.
Yeah, there's two talking back and forth to one another. One's like, man, I'm so tired of watching these cameras. Yeah, me too, man. I just want to get some coffee. I'm so freaking exhausted. It's been a long day. You know, I got to go home tonight. And my wife is going to be putting down the kids. It's going to take forever.
So, Yuri,
See, they're just
Yeah.
people too.
I'm gonna walk up next to Geary and just kind of whisper. So what we got in the room? Should we go there or go to the left?
Over to the left,
Yeah.
there's a little plaque on the wall that says in processing. So that's where you would head with criminals. Over to the right, it's sort of it's a locked metal door with a keypad. And it's got I don't know what you would call it, a camera room, monitor room. Something like that. You're deciphering it as an
Like a control room,
control room,
security
something
room.
Gary wants to go over there.
yeah,
Yep.
sure, why not? Sounds like it's where we need to start heading.
Get in line, prisoners.
Yep.
You walk over here, and there's a single guard in this room here. You approach. I'll tell you about.
Get
Let me
over
tell you
here.
Prisoner
about this room.
exchange.
There's a few rows of uncomfortable-looking chairs line some of the cold metal walls of this oddly shaped room. A large steel desk blocks the door to the northwest section. The simple door exits south, and a more imposing door leads east.
I walk up to that guy and I tell him I'm here for a prisoner exchange. Transport to a high security station.
I didn't get any notification about prisoners coming through. How many you got?
Can I hear any
well,
of
we-
the muffle? Sorry, guys. Can I hear any of the muffle sounds?
You can't hear anything through this room.
Okay, gotcha.
It's completely and totally soundproof.
So we have 2 with us, but we're supposed to take these 2 and 4 others to another prison, Moon. I guess, or another prison. They need to be interrogated by God. Where am I trying to go? They need to be interrogated by someone with higher clearance.
Well, I hadn't heard anything about that. As this is happening, Casey, your door slides open, and this is what you see through it. There's 2 guys, the one that came in there to yell at you, and the other guy behind him. They're both watching monitors. And your door slides open, and the guy over here, the top one, is like, hey, what the hell are you doing?
So when he sees me, I automatically cast invisible. I'm like, ah! And I cast invisible. So I'm invisible now.
I guess it was just the wind or something, and he goes back to what he was doing.
And I walk through the door.
All right. He's like, hey, he's alerted. He's like, I think that guy got loose, and he's up from his desk, you know. The other guy stands up, and they're kind of looking for you.
So can I just I just want to go to this door right here and try to activate the door.
Okay. You can get over there.
Okay.
Wouldn't activating the door
No,
open
because
up your
it's
visibility?
so it says I think it's only hostile.
Something? Okay, if you attack, right?
Yeah, target creature gears fail someone neither blah blah. See
All right.
invisible magic. Yeah, it's only if I attack.
Roll an engineering check on this one, or a computer check or something.
I mean, it's a pretty high DC.
I don't know. Let's see what you get.
Okay. 15.
You can open the door with the 15. So that door slides open. So you guys now are all seeing into the computer room. The computer door slid open. These guys look alerted. This guy at the desk hasn't gotten a clue of what's going on. Geary probably hasn't noticed what's happening yet. What do you do?
I'm gonna look over at my shoulder and see what's going on behind me. And I'm confused because I don't see anything but the door open.
Geary is still talking to this guy over here, trying to
I'm
convince him
gonna
that
look
they can
at
be prisoners.
I'm gonna look at Aurora like a prisoner, and I'm gonna take 2 steps towards that door, making it look like I'm trying to get out of line from her.
Okay. This guy comes running through the door that opened up, and he's like, "Who the hell are you guys?" And he's in Atlantic, so let you speak Atlantic.
I'm
Casey,
transporting this prisoner in line. You gotta get back in line over here, droid.
What'd you say? Sorry.
Very staticky over there. I don't know what you're doing.
Micah was playing with his toy drill.
Good lord, toy drill.
Yeah. That
Anyway.
was, that was hard.
This guy runs in and he's like, "What the hell is going on?" And this
We're
dude over here,
transporting prisoners. You get back in line, droid.
this guy runs up here and starts looking around.
I'll go back.
So they're both draw their weapons. Casey, you're kind of hidden in the corner there, and this guy's like, "Okay, well, move along," and he like leads you into the office up here. He's kind of shoving you guys up to the front.
We didn't touch the door. It opened on its own. I wonder what you guys are doing.
We open the door. Just move along.
So we all get shoved up in the office.
Yeah, you're all getting shoved up into this office over here, and this guy shouts over his shoulder, and he's like, "That big roach escaped." You guys don't know what he's talking about. That big roach escaped.
Big roach? Do you have a bug
I-
problem in here now?
I look like a weta, not a roach.
Gary looks back to the other guy. He says, "You let one of my transportees escape?"
But this other guy comes walking out here because the other doors
He's
aren't
right
opening. He just,
here.
Well,
Like-
while everybody's walking around, I'm gonna just make my way.
he just disappeared. I don't know where he went.
And then because it took
Oh, it's a
too
roach. How
much
big
for
is he?
everybody, my invisible probably drops by now because it's only 2 minutes a minute a
It's
level.
2 minutes. Okay. You want it to drop right
4
there?
minutes.
You want to be in there when it drops?
I mean, I see the prisoners. I was gonna go help them with the Aslanti guards.
The prisoners are both bound. You'd have to kill all the guards solo, or these other guys would have to blow their cover.
Oh, never mind. I mean, it can drop if it wants. I was just trying to head to this door right here.
Trying to make an escape. All right. So let's
Can you
say
hear me?
let's
Hello?
They
go ahead.
cannot hear you, honey.
How about now?
What do you got?
There you are.
Okay, sorry, I wanted to re-look back at the screen. Okay, so he dropped his cover. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm in the other room, so I can't see him. Never mind.
I mean, while all the commotion's going on, can I try to open this door, assuming it's closed?
You can, because your invisibility just dropped it. Now everyone sees you facing the lock,
Oh,
trying to type on
It was a 16.
it. Let's go ahead and roll for initiative on this. Now you guys
Not
are
a
in a good,
roach.
you guys might be in a good spot here.
All right.
21.
Okay, let me get.
Come on, high initiative.
Here, we're gonna go for initiative here. Casey, where are you? You don't have a thing.
How
up
much
there.
you want to bet I'm going to get a really bad initiative? I'm in the middle of all this crap.
And still no gear, right?
No gear.
You have
Okay.
no gear.
7.
Jeremy got a 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, nat 20 to 30.
Damn. K2 got a 30. Okay.
I got a 13.01.
Star got a 20.2.
Okay. Got a 20. All right. Now I know this might seem a little disorienting because of all we talked about prior to you coming in here, and I said that you could make it through this without fighting anybody.
Yeah.
Don't let that ruin your day. This isn't gonna like what you guys are doing right here is not gonna alert the rest of the facility. I'll just tell you that right now. Metagaming.
Okay.
You can still recover from here. It was probably inevitable that it was going to happen this way. All right, I got 3 guys I was not planning for. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to have to like call it right here, man. Ludulus, Emetes, and Us. Those are their names.
All right, so quick
Um,
thing. Since
Who's
I'm
which?
The ones that we're trying to pick up?
No.
These-
Those aren't
these
the
are
names of the
guys.
guys we're trying to pick up. We're trying to pick up Mothkala, who's a Vesk.
Okay.
Seek Chick. And
So
Davara.
can
Something.
can I just run all the way back into my cell
You could, but you're visible.
and just be like, I didn't do it?
I didn't do anything.
okay.
No.
So let me get this straight. So right now, the guards have seen him typing on the keypad, or they haven't.
Yeah, he's typing on the keypad and he went visible again. So
Okay,
now
so-
he's going to deal with this door that didn't open.
So the one guard right here saw him do that, right?
Yeah, the guard's facing away, but he's like, what the hell? Yeah. He sees him. He sees the big roach. The guard down here is the guy who's rushing you guys up into the other room to kind of get you out of the way so they could deal with the giant roach that's running around. Ludulus is the guy up at the top And he's like, what the hell is going on? He got away? Like, he's still kind of stumped.
Okay.
You guys are
So
forced up.
I heard roach, right?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. So if I'm first, I know what I'm gonna do.
You are first. Why don't you give us an idea what you're going to do before we crack into it? Because I don't have,
Okay.
well, I don't have the other guys rolled out yet, and I don't have their stuff quite handy right now.
Okay. So my thought to create a distraction, which has been rule number 1 for our group, is I'm going to scream in terror and say, "Not another roach, not the bug. They're not gonna eat me." And I'm gonna run out the door and purposely try and bump into this guard and just scream, "Save me!" But like full sprint, like try and knock him over
Bull rush.
and
You're gonna bull rush
freak the hell out, because then I'm just an unruly guy that's trying to go in the prison and I'm screaming about a roach.
All right.
I
So-
can get this DC for Starfinder bull rush.
So basically, once I run into him, I want to just thrash around and just scream, "Save me! Not the bugs again! Not the bugs again!"
All right. Then we will address that next week. I know it's running a short game. It only ran about 20 minutes or
Oh.
so. 30 minutes. It's been 30 minutes. It's a short game. That's probably my fault because I wasn't fully prepped for you to fight all these guys right now, and I don't want to try to put that together at the last minute, especially because we're about to run out of time anyway. But we will pick up next week with the reveal of the giant roach. Casey, can you tell us what he looks like? What is this guy?
So I'm a Sheeran. I don't. If you want to, you can look it up. But I look like a Weta that has legs, but where my knees are, my legs are bent, kind of like the aliens from Sign. If you know what they look like. I don't have a picture I can drop. He's all black, yellow eyes. He has his antennae come out of the side of his face. He has 2 sets of really small arms that you can see, but he keeps them hidden because it's inappropriate. It's like not allowed to show them. And then he has his 2 normal ones with 3 fingers that are clawed. So basically, it looks like a big ass cricket.
I'm trying to show you guys a picture of him. All I can do is this. Something like this.
No.
Oh my gosh.
That's
So,
slightly
I mean,
horrifying.
Without the armor and stuff, but that's what he looks like. What you guys might know is these guys don't really speak a language as much as they make clicks and noises, right?
Yep. So that's really weird. They're very telepathic. So yeah, we'll see how that plays out.
So yeah, it's an interesting thing that you guys are into right now because you got to figure out what you want to do. Do you want to help that guy? Do you want to just help the Aslanti to subdue that guy? Like what your plan is going forward from here. And you know, you got K2 acting like a fucking nut running around talking about roaches and bugs. And we will reconvene on that next week.
Got it. Targets KAC plus 8 for bull
Yeah.
rush.
That good with everybody?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
say-
next week. Like what time next week? I'm sorry.
I don't know. We'll talk about that in a second. Say goodbye to the recording.
Bye, recording.
Bye,